Welcome back, man. Welcome back to another stream of your boys Beyond the Scoreboard. As always, I'm your host, Caleb, joined by my host today, the 2015 NBA GM,
Yeah,
uh,
man.
Brendan. How you
You
doing,
gonna
bro?
see why. You gonna
Yeah,
see
we
why. When
we got
Caleb comes into these segments, he don't be knowing why my name is what it is until the segment comes up.
yeah, I don't be
So
knowing.
so Caleb is just as surprised as you guys are.
That's a very good point. I don't be knowing what he's gonna put on there. All I know is that based off of what we have planned to talk about, it's gonna be something related to that. I just don't know. I just don't know what it is. Uh, but how you doing, man?
Oh, I've been great, man. We've been getting hella rumblings on our socials.
TikTok's been wild in the last couple of days, bro.
So
Like,
I can't wait to address some of my points. That guy in the background, he don't want nothing to do with me out here.
my brother-in-law Jordan, he said,
Yeah,
"Nah,
you tell him suit up one of these days, man.
I'll tell y'all a one-on-one game versus y'all would be insane because that boy can hoop. That
Oh,
boy,
play basketball?
he
Oh,
nice.
well, that's whatever. But
Yeah,
I'm talking about on this
I know,
bit.
I know. But I would like to see a one-on-one game with y'all. That'd be
All right,
perfect.
but you tell him, hey, set it up. When I come down to Philly,
Oh,
we'll make
yeah.
it all a content thing, right? We could debate and hoop
And
same time.
I'm with it. But hey, man, we got a lot to address. As you can tell by the title today, we haven't talked about basketball in a minute. We're gonna address some basketball topics that Brendan has for us. I really haven't gotten into too much talk with him because I like to be a little bit more surprised when he brings up certain topics to kind of have an authentic reaction about it. But when it comes to baseball, obviously, I'm kind of like me and Brendan are ones that we play baseball together. We know, we talk more baseball than anything. But yo, WBC, bro. Baseball won, man. Baseball won. Congrats to Team Venezuela. That they played their butt off. They played outstanding baseball, and they pitched the last three games better than any team in the WBC, the entire WBC. That was, in my opinion, outside of Skeens' performance against Mexico and Dominican Republic. If you want to be honest, he shut down that lineup as well. If you want to look at Yamamoto's first appearance in the WBC, if you want to
Okay.
look at who else shoved? Shoot, Italy's pitching shoved for a few games.
No, they're good.
Lorenzen and Aaron Nola were phenomenal, but when you talk about a team pitching performance, the last three games from Venezuela, they allowed 2 runs, and that was Bryce Harper's
Right,
2 runs.
Oklahoma. Which we got to get into. That was.
We will get into that for sure
Okay.
because that championship game, we talked about the semifinals with DR. We recorded on the day that Venezuela played Italy, which we both expected Venezuela to win that game. But it was a closer game than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
For
Because
sure.
Fight.
Actually, not than I thought it would be because Italy was hot. They got MLB players. I think they should have played Canzone. That would have been a nice.
I didn't like that they were going to use him to pitch hit when that wasn't a short situation. He'd get up. I think you needed him, and especially Venezuela starting a righty in that game. So
I feel like when you're a team like Italy, it's like all hands on deck. So every MLB player you have they need to be in, and then figure out the rest of the lineup from there.
Yeah,
so obviously you're gonna keep Caglione, you're gonna have Pasquantino. Who else? Nori's in your organization, right?
Yeah, he's in Double-A.
Okay, then you got
That's the only big leaguers they had. That was only.
So Antunji and all them, they're not okay. Yeah. So then you got to figure out a way to get them in there.
Like Canzone, I think that's how I think. I think with these teams that aren't like MLB heavy, you need all your MLB bats in a game like that in the lineup, because they have the most experience. They are the better hitters, regardless if somebody's playing well. They just are the better hitters because they're.
Canzone is nice, bro. Like he's tough. I can't lie. Since high school, he's been tough.
Especially in a game where you probably were gonna need to pop a home run to win that game. Like you weren't gonna just 1,000 cuts everybody to death, especially a team like Venezuela that can score like this. And
question.
Go ahead.
So Canzone's on Seattle, right?
Yes.
If you're Seattle, are you looking at him sideways? Not in a bad way, but in a sense like, why are you starting a non-MLB player over our player?
I think
I'm talking about looking at the manager sideways.
I think Cervelli just wanted to ride with the hot hand. I think he just wanted to. I think Canzone started the first game, didn't really do too well. And then
he hit a home run, I thought.
He might have hit one, I think, against like Brazil late in the game. But other than that, like any at bat, the lineup that they had was producing 8 runs a game for the next like 4 games after that. You know what I mean? Like, and Canzone wasn't a part of that. So
I
think,
I don't know.
you know, but I'm still in a game like that when you have MLB star power on the other side, you need all your MLB players in the lineup, you know, regardless, because truth be told, you know, I love Italy's lineup. Like they were actually very good. They were very formidable because of how they played. They were super like how the Blue Jays played last year. 2025 Blue Jays. They were super like not striking out. They're not swinging at balls. They're going to 1,000 cuts you to death with some singles and long at bats. They're going to hit a double. And then their guys, Pasquantino and Caglione, can pump a couple home runs. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I guess he was 3 for 16.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just don't, I don't know. I just didn't like that though, because it's a do or die game. You know, it's a do or die game. I didn't like that. If it's a series, maybe we're talking differently, but it's a do or die. But Venezuela, man, that bullpen, mind you, knowing you had to play the next day against USA,
they used that,
pitch. And then they came back the following day.
I told you they were going to do that. You were worried about them.
I was because you know the MLB the MLB team restrictions on some of these players, bro. Like freaking Bednar wasn't available for USA, and Mason Miller. Which, can we get into this real quick? The Venezuela
situation.
It is right. Is it not?
Cool. Okay, for those who don't know, the instructions for Mason Miller was no pitch if it's not a safe situation. 2-2, top of the ninth. That seems like a safe situation to me.
That's definitely a safe situation. What?
So he definitely should have went in there, but you know, I mean, it is what it is.
But DeRosa had the clear instructions by the Padres that he is not coming in unless you have the lead in a safe situation. And
finally,
And I don't. That's why DeRosa said after the game was like, had we gone up 3-2 in the 8th, he's coming in. But I'm like, dude, at some point, like the Padres will be all right. Like are you throwing in Mason Miller in that situation?
Absolutely, but you can't.
But no. But if the Padres gave you that instruction, because look, the Venezuela manager, he had the same exact instructions for his closer, but he negotiated. He was like, look, I need him. Like, I can't not use him in this situation. I need him for today's game. And the Cubs was like, you know what? Tie game or in a safe situation, you can use him. And that's why he was able to use him. DeRosa, I think, was trying to be too apparent to these clubs, which I get. You know what I mean? You have a responsibility to protect the players. But it's like, that lost him the game, in my opinion. Like, and Garrett Whitlock's very good. Don't get me wrong. He is very good. But
hey, you know what? Yeah, he definitely sold the bag, though, because he was perfect all the other times. And then it's just, it is weird, though, because it wasn't like he was throwing balls. They just hit his strikes. So it's like, is that really selling as a pitcher?
No, I don't think he sold. I think
selling for a pitcher is hard to me.
Okay.
If you let's say you walk 2, and then give up a barrel, you sold because you walked the 2. But if they go,
he walked the Arise was the game when he walked him.
He did walk him. That is
true. He walked him. And
well, no, but wait, no.
He walked the Rise. They pinch ran for him.
That's what happened. Okay, and they stole second. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. Because I was watching, but dang, that is kind of selling, ain't it?
Walking the first, after your team just had one of the clutchest moments in WBC history, you walk the first guy. Already, me and you as baseball players know when you tie the game,
it's over.
You need a shutdown inning. Like once that happens,
it's got to be 1, 2, 3 too.
It's over. It has to be 1, 2, 3. It has to be
1, 2, 3, or at least one out before they get the runner.
Agreed. It can't.
You put that first one on as wraps. You already lost again. Hey, so look, just to go through the game. First of all, it was a great pitching performance by McLean for what I expected.
I give you that.
Remember, I told you they were gonna get 4 in the first 4.
Yeah,
his slider is gross.
Absolutely disgusting, bro. Absolutely disgusting.
Bro, his slider's tough. So I didn't realize he had that kind of.
He had the highest spin rate. I didn't know he has the highest spin rate of any slider.
Yeah, that was nasty. You know, he could actually hit too, by the way.
Yeah, he hit bombs in college or whatever it was in the minors.
Yeah, he was a 2-way when he first got in there, and then they made him into a pitcher. Now he probably just hit bombs and that was it.
Yeah, but when you throw 99, it's probably better that you're pitching.
But so he did really well against that lineup. I mean, he gave up the one homer.
Warriors a beast though.
Huh?
Warriors a beast.
Yeah, and that was a crazy hit too. That was it. Just man, bro. And then Michael came through again.
Just he's so good.
I like him. I like him more than I thought I did.
Really? I told you about him last year. Remember? I told you about him.
Oh, you did, but he does a little bit more than what I thought. Like he's not just a contact hitter. I think Kaufman was making him look like he's just a slap hitter because he got a little pop to him.
He do.
Not a lot, but some.
I think he'll hit 20 home runs for sure.
You think 20? I don't know. 20 might be too far. I don't think he'll take the risk to do it because he bunts a lot too.
But I think
he bunted a few times in WBC.
I think he has the. Yeah, you're right. And he plays nasty defense at third base. He's disgusting.
He literally just does whatever you need to win. Like he is literally like he's not gonna take over. So that's why I think 20 is out of the realm.
Okay.
Because he's not like a
in this day and age
take over person. Huh?
In this day and age, you think 20 is a lot though?
A lot for his style.
Okay, I see.
He's closer to Quan than he is to Judge. Style-wise. I'm not saying like
okay.
Or how about this? Better one. Freddie Freeman. Because Freddie Freeman only hits like 25, 30. He's closer to Quan than Freeman.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So
if Quan can get 13, he can get like 16, 18.
Yeah,
you know a good comp for him hitting-wise? Brantley.
From the right side. Okay.
Yeah. Like style. I'm talking about style.
Style.
Not swings, not
production. He do got some juice.
I love Michael Brantley. I will always die on that hill, bro. I love Michael Brantley. I was so mad at the Guardians when they signed Kipnis instead of keeping Michael Brantley. Brantley was and they did it on purpose. Mm-hmm. That's what makes me so mad. They offered Kipnis his contract, knowing they only were willing to spend a little bit of money. And then when they came with the second contract for Brantley, it was less than what it would have been. They should have signed Brantley first, then got Kipnis with the extras. But they tried to play him, and he was like, "Nah, I'm out of here." And he went to Houston. So, but yeah, no, I mean, it was this. I mean, Williers
a beast, man. And you remember how last year he started off insane last year with Boston. Like last year, he started off hitting like 7 or 8 home runs in the first like 13 games. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was
I don't know what kind of power he has because he's like one of the same thing. He's like has power, but not powerful.
I think Boston just isn't good for him.
That's true. That's true. He looks a little slow to me, like not slow, like he's not like a fast swinger. So that doesn't usually play well for homers.
But I mean, both of his homers are bombs, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Also looked like he was kind of cheating to him.
That's a good point. Yeah, because for him to hit, like, McClain's pitch wasn't a bad pitch at all.
No, and the one pitch that the Asian dude threw to him,
up and in, just like you know what I mean?
And I made a video about it.
Yeah,
he literally was like already turning before he threw it. Like it was like he was he was selling out for that specific pitch.
Like if he throws him anything else, he's not.
And he got it. Yeah. It felt like that. It felt like he was looking for it and he got it. But I mean, if you could do that 20, you only got to do that 20 times. So it's not really a crazy ask. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I mean, it was just a great game. And then I really was so happy that Venezuela. I came into the game. I actually predicted that they would win. Mm-hmm. And I came into the game like these guys want to win. So like when you were worried about and which everybody was, but when you were worried about like them pitching their bullpen the second day in a row, I was like, I know they're gonna do it if it comes to it because they want to win. You could tell every pitch, every strikeout, every ending of the inning, no matter how it ended, they were just going crazy. And the USA is just like, is it over yet? And then Bryce Harper,
I got
monster homer.
I got the stats right here,
bro. They high-fived and that's it.
And you know what pissed me off? I'm watching the video right now. As he's coming across home plate, Judge is like, tell him to chill. You just tied the championship of the WBC when your team was dead in the water, and you're telling him to chill. And Judge, by the way, one of the all-time great hitters. Regular season.
I agree. You hear that?
Guys, Brendan agreed. Mind you, if you guys saw Brendan's video on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube Shorts, if you guys saw wherever platform you guys saw it, he never said Judge sucks as a hitter. Ever. And I never, anybody that says Judge sucks as a hitter, to me, just doesn't know baseball or just a hater. He is not clutch. He is not. He has
no matter how you dress it up, bro.
One good postseason series his entire career, which was last year in the postseason. That was it. And he's been in the league now 10 seasons, and he's been in the playoffs maybe 9 of those. Right? Or 8 of those. And he has not been good. He is a great regular season hitter when you're facing the Rockies and the Reds and all these teams that just aren't very good over. Look, I'm not trying to disrespect him because he is phenomenal in what he does during the regular season, but some guys just aren't built for the moment. He had 3 moments in the championship game to make a difference, and he failed all 3 times with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And he struck out 3 times in that game. Bryce Harper's numbers.
Oh, my God. 3 Ks, bro. That was so bad.
3 Ks. And taking pitches down Broad Street in a 3-1 count.
Hey, bro, it's free work. I can't even lie to you, bro.
It's like he was looking for a walk. He didn't want to swing the bat. Bryce Harper's numbers with a chance to clinch the series and now a tournament. 326 average, 444 slug, and an OPS of 740, not 744, sorry, an on base of 444 and a slugging of 744 with an 1100 OPS. 5 home runs in 12 games, the last 3 of which have come in the 8th inning. If that ain't clutch, I don't know what is. Does that make you view Bryce Harper differently, or that's that kind of like just still like he's one of the best hitters in pressure situations and he's an Hall of Famer as it is now?
He was always a Hall of Famer to me. I mean, like he never. I think really like. Correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe Josh Donaldson's probably the only one. But once you win that first MVP, if you can play like 5 to 8 more years after that.
You probably go. Yeah, I agree. I think Josh Donaldson is like
he got his so late.
He got his in 2015, and then after that, like he had the one good year, I think in 2017, and then after that, it wasn't good. Before that,
that's what I'm saying.
In Oakland, it wasn't very good, and in Toronto, he had that monster year when they all had Bautista and Encarnacion, and they all had monster years. They were a beast, and then. After that, it was just like 40,
that's
maybe,
why
30.
Yeah, what about Ryan Howard too? Probably. He has the MVP, right?
He does, yeah. Rookie of the year and MVP. And
I don't think he's gonna make it either.
I think he'll make it, but late, bro. It's hard for me to say that an MVP isn't going to get in.
The Baseball Hall of Fame is really, really difficult to get into. It's probably the most.
I think it's the hardest to get into.
Difficult of the main sports.
Yeah.
Basketball is by far the easiest.
Easy.
And football's tough, but more so because they be trying to get guys in from the 60s.
Yeah, you don't need MVPs. You don't need MVPs to go to the you know what I mean? You just don't. You just need to have. I think you need to have 5 good seasons because the lifespan of an NFL player is only 3 years.
Like 7 years. Yeah. Actually, it might be less than that. Yeah.
The average is 3 years. So if you have 5 good seasons, you're a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? So it's like
you're in the ranks at least. Yeah.
Yeah, but baseball is like. You have to have longevity in the game, bro. You can't have 3 good seasons out of 12 and think you're a Hall of Famer. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And Harper though, right? Hitting that home run, which I called. Me and my dad were watching the game and we're like, dude. And I said he started him off with a first pitch changeup that he took.
And never do that. That's always a warning sign for a homer.
Already, bro. And then when I was like, if he because Harper has power to all fields. And when he's right, that left center to center field is where he lives when he's right. And you could just tell, bro, and I was saying it. I was telling you in the thing, I was like, he's close. His swings look great. He was just not on time at all.
Yeah. I want you to think really.
Yeah.
I want you to look back at it again on your own time.
Mhm.
Watch the whole of that.
Yeah.
You cheated to that.
I mean, it was only 2 pitches.
No, I know, but he cheated to it.
Probably, yeah.
Because when I watched it live, I was like, again, you can see it in their body. They start to turn just a slight bit earlier to really get the head out there to get there.
But that was
you could tell that changeup gave him the confidence to jump on the fastball. That's why you don't do that, pitchers. So if you're a pitcher and you start a hitter off with a changeup and they take it and they stone take it, you're dead.
Yeah.
Because it's 1-0, and you pretty much have to throw the fastball. And if they're good at seeing the changeup, they don't even flinch. That means they're on the fastball.
And you know what? That takes me back. And that's funny that you say that, right? Because that at bat right there takes me back to the home run he hit in 2022 to send the Phillies to the World Series against Robert Suarez. Go look at that at bat from start to finish. Any changeup that Robert Suarez threw in that entire series, he didn't swing at it at all. And his changeup is gross, by the way, but he didn't even flinch. And DeRosa actually did a breakdown on it. Like, he didn't flinch. He's throwing 100 paint pellets, and then he's throwing a changeup off of it, and Harper's not even flinching at it. So that's how you know he's on you.
When a hitter's locked in, the changeup is the determiner.
Yes.
If you throw a changeup and they stone take it, I mean, just stone take it. Don't flinch. Don't do nothing. And it's a ball, it's wraps. Because to think about it, to put it in perspective, I always carry baseballs. When you're looking at it, this at release is fastball. This is changeup. If you're reading that at the speed that it's coming in, you're seeing the release point very well. So as soon as somebody tells you something that looks like what you're looking for, it's over with. Yep. So that's why pitchers are taught to kind of hide their fingers behind the ball these days, and that's why it's a little bit more difficult. So what I look for is, if I see fingers, it's a changeup, right? And if I don't see fingers, it's a fastball or a slider. Right, but look at the information you're processing. This is all they change.
Split seconds. Not even.
It's a fastball, slider, changeup.
All from the same release point, by the way.
Yep, that's why I'm not moving. Splitter. Look what you're looking for. You're looking, and you're doing this from 60 feet away. White ball, white fingers. 90% of the time.
90% of the time. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And that home run right there, when he hit that, I was like, that might be it for Venezuela. Because
oh my God.
What?
That's what I said. I was at the bar with my friend because we went to watch the game.
Because he was like, Bryce just won it.
That's literally, I'm glad I said that to you. My jaw was on the floor because I was like, bro, that's such a heart shot. When you're up the whole game,
dominating the entire game.
And then you got your guy in. That Bautista dude, monster.
That was Machado. Machado.
Oh, Machado. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Machado. I mean, monster pitcher.
Nasty.
And you're like, oh, you did that to him right now?
That's a gut shot. Usually that's a gut shot.
Yeah, so I was genuinely like, that's game, because that changed everything. Because it's like, bro, we were winning they hadn't even scored. And then now all of a sudden,
they hadn't gotten a runner past
one inning left. And typically the home team wins
those games
when the game is tied going into the ninth. And typically, I think it's like a 60-something% chance.
And mind you, it's not that USA was threatening and they were constantly no. They weren't getting a runner past first base.
Right.
USA just getting runners on first base and couldn't do anything else. They would walk, ground out, walk, pop up, little base hit here, maybe. And Harper had 2 of the 3 hits. And it's
Roman Anthony.
And this is like,
was it Roman Anthony Aldo? It was a lefty. Was it Terang?
Terang had the other hit.
Okay, yeah, because he hit to the right side.
Yeah. I think Roman actually struck out a couple times in that game. But look.
But that's the worst feeling when you're in the field And you're like, ooh, we got this. Come on, just one more out. Yeah.
And you're facing a guy who has struggled most of the tournament, if not all the tournament. He struggled. And then you see
that's the comeback kid too. That's the worst.
And then me and you, you look as soon as that ball is hit, you just like,
yeah, you throw in the Make-A-Wish effect too, and it's like the only thing would have been worse is if Alex Bregman did it.
Oh, that'd have been bad.
All right, now, couple more things on WBC. You good on the Bryce thing?
I'm good on the Bryce thing. Bryce is
clutch. Bryce is way more clutch than Judge ever was.
Oh, yes.
We good? Okay, we can agree on that. Okay, cool. One more thing. Would you rather have Bryce or Judge if you're going for the World Series?
Bryce.
Okay, so
Bryce.
But that doesn't mean is Bryce better than Judge?
I don't think Bryce is a better hitter than Judge. I would rather Bryce in pressure situations.
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
I'm not saying Bryce is a better hitter than Judge.
Okay,
no.
All right, cool.
I would rather Bryce when the moment.
And that's what people can't put that together.
They can't separate.
You can be better than someone,
mm-hmm.
and I'd still rather have the other someone.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the Albert Pujols effect that I was going with the thing. We'll get into that in 1 second. But people are so like, Judge is the better right here. It's like, okay, yes, he's a great hitter. But you're asking me if I'd rather have him or Miguel Cabrera. Well, I know I'm going to get 320, whatever from Miguel. I might not get the highest highs like I can get from Judge, but I'm also not going to get the low lows.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like the team is more important than the individual player. So I agree with you on the Bryce part. If I'm going into the World Series, I had to pick my 3-hole hitter is going to either be Judge or Bryce. I'm taking Bryce. And that's even in this state.
Yeah.
Like, because I would say Judge is the back end of his peak. Still like the peak. He's going still at the apex, but like it's like a mountain. So it's like boom, boom. He's like right here.
It's gradual. Yeah. He's not like falling off a cliff, but
yeah, no, he's not down here. He's like right here.
You guys got to understand. He's also going to his age 34 season. You know what I mean? And
right. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Because the people were talking about he's going to do it till he's 38, 39. I'm like, all right, we'll see. Yeah, it's hard for a big person like that to last that long and be quick.
Now, playing in the stadium that he does helps him dramatically because
he does a little bit. I think a little bit. Not dramatically.
I'm saying now at this point in his career, had he been in Seattle, I don't know if he's hitting 56 home runs because you got to understand, like, he gets away a lot. I think there he would have to not because he's so big he can go deep anywhere, but
he would have actually like really, really squared up.
Exactly. Like in Seattle, yeah, in the Yankee Stadium, he can get beat. And most people are in a fly out to right field. He's going to keep 3 or 4 runs.
Right.
Because
and he can even pull a jam shot.
Yes.
Because the air is nice. Like Seattle is horrible for that.
Exactly. And and he's very big. That gap isn't really like that's fair to him. That gap is huge to most guys, but it's fair to him because he's very big. But
yeah, you got a lot of leverage, but it's hard to be quick at that size at those ages.
Exactly, and which is why we're at the point to me where I don't think Harper is what he once was because Harper is very violent in his swing, and it takes a toll on your body over time. But if you're asking me, in a clutch situation, you have a game for your life, Game 7 of the World Series. Who is your I'm picking Bryce Harper because I'm still picking Bryce Harper. No.
Schwarber, Judge. Oh shoot! You about to say some pride stuff? Clip this.
No.
Jack, clip it.
Okay. I know. Schwarber's more clutch than Judge.
He is. He does have more of everything. I mean, you really can't. Let me read you Judge's numbers because you really can't get worse than this.
In clutch situations,
8 seasons, 293 plate appearances. Judge's batting 236, on base 346, slugging 476.
Yeah, no.
With an 822 OPS.
That's Nick Castellanos.
2018. So he has 17 home runs in his first 2 playoff years, so 17 and 18, he has 7 homers.
Mm-hmm. Combined.
Yes, just those 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Mind you, 17.
So after that, he's hit 10 in the last 7 or 5 years.
Mind you, in 2017, he fought for an MVP with Jose Altuve. By the way, that was his first full season.
Yep.
You say he has how many in the next
10
6?
For the next 6 seasons. So 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 24, 25, 10 total. And then only 4 doubles.
Oh, that's
4 doubles, 10 homers. A decent amount of RBIs, but a ton of Ks.
Yeah.
In that first one, he had 27 strikeouts in 48 at-bats in 2017.
27 and 48?
27 Ks. Man. So boy was walking up there and walking back. He was up there getting cardio.
Yeah, so look, there's
he was taking celebrity at bats.
Ohtani
Bro was no better than Pat McAfee.
Ohtani or Judge?
Ohtani.
In clutch situations.
Ohtani. Yeah. Ohtani. Yeah, Ohtani. No question about it. And Ohtani just had a really bad playoff season, so it's not even biased. Like he didn't play very well throughout the final 5. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Oh, of course. That's no question. I would take Vlad over Ohtani.
Yeah.
But not by much. I'm not close. But here's the thing though. With Ohtani having a bad series, remember he got on 6 times in one game. That's a record.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then he can steal you bases. Like he can still do other things that are clutch.
He had a bad.
I'm not worried about the pitching. I'm just talking about hitting, specifically offense. He can do other things.
He had a bad postseason and still had a game where he hit 3 homers. He had a game where he hit 2 homers. He had a game in Game 7. He actually had a great game in Game 7 of the World Series.
Yeah,
and
they were still avoiding him. He wasn't even playing well. Imagine what they would do if he was.
Judge was like, okay, like it's still Judge. Yes, you have to be careful, but they can attack him more so that like they don't even want to pitch to Ohtani.
Nope,
they just don't. Like they don't want to pitch to Ohtani. And that says a lot to me. And like I said, guys, I don't want you guys to think that we're saying that Judge stinks because that'll be insane to say. He does not. In playoff situations, he is not a good hitter up to this point in his career. He's just not.
But and then here's the thing, though. He is directly the reason why New York doesn't have a World Series. They played for it in 2024. He got dragged there while he was batting 9 for 49.
The only reason they're in the World Series, let's be honest, is because of Juan Soto. Let's be honest.
And Stan was a monster.
Stan's more clutch than him.
That's it. That's gonna be hard for him to swallow. No. That's gonna be hard for him to swallow. I agree though.
Stan's a playoff monster, bro.
They dragged a 6'7", 300-pound man all the way to the World Series just for him to drop the ball in the Remember he dropped that fly ball?
Dropped that fly ball. Didn't go deep until I think Game 4, and he didn't do anything. Like we have to be on. Some guys just, and it's okay to say some guys are great. Clayton Kershaw is the greatest example of a pitcher. He is the best regular season pitchers of all time.
Of all time,
he's the second best lefty of all time behind Sandy Koufax.
That's his only comp.
And he had like a 5 ERA in the postseason. He lost them series against St. Louis in 2014. He lost them a series against the Washington Nationals when Juan Soto and Anthony Rondon and Howie Kendrick, all 3 of them took him deep. He lost them series multiple times.
Why would you remind me of that?
Remember that? Yeah, it was
bro,
wild.
that hurt so bad, bro.
It was wild.
Hey, Juan Soto was the worst though, because it was a
bomb, bro. Bomb.
Middle of the section there. Oh, that's sure. But no, you're absolutely right about Clayton Kershaw.
You know what I mean? That to me, that's the biggest comp because he's a Hall of Famer certified first ballot. He was one of the worst postseason pitchers of all time. If not the worst.
So like what do you think happens? What happens to people like that though? Like
this right here.
But he's not. It's not like he's out there walking people though.
Brandon, it's just like the
look.
the same.
The worst amount of walks he had is 10 in a playoff run. 33 innings, 10.
Yeah. Yeah, but
he'll give up. So he'll go 24 innings, 24 hits, 12 earned. But it's like, bro, hey, but coming off of a 1.8 ERA for the entire regular season.
Won an MVP, by the way. One of the few pitchers to win an MVP. Dude.
2020, he was good. He was real good.
Yeah, but mind you, remember me and you also talked about that. That's because he didn't throw as many innings. Me and you talked about that.
Oh, yeah. He threw. Okay, I know what you mean. During the regular season.
Game season. That was a regular season. And he was basically at mid-season form when the playoffs came around. And when, in actuality, he would be throwing closer to however many innings. And you know what I mean?
Hey, this dude is nuts, all right. 13-13 in the postseason. 4.62 ERA.
Come on,
now that keep in mind his regular season ERA is 2.53.
So it's
he's giving up a whole nother season's worth of runs during the thing. He did go 3-0 in 2017, so I guess that was type decent. That's for postseason, but it's just like, bro, his runs just go up. So I don't know what happened because it's not like I said, he's not walking people.
Right.
He's still getting his Ks. Like he's getting, like he's pretty much had more Ks than innings pitched every time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happens to him, bro. I don't know.
I think me and you both are guys that we like. It's certain guys just want the moment, bro. It's certain guys that just like. They live for that moment. They want to be that guy. They want to have the bat in there. Like Harper and Schwarber are that guy, that Vladdy, that there's those guys that is like, I want to come up right now with the game on the line. Like I want to be, if anybody's gonna be last out, I want it to be me. Like I want y'all to have to get to me. I think Judge tries to pass the baton too much. And like I don't, not that I'm saying, because to me, I don't want to say that he's a coward because that's kind of like attacking his personality. I don't want to do that. But in those situations, I don't think he goes up there with the same aggressiveness and same intensity, and I think he second guesses a lot. Like in what situation have you ever seen Judge during a regular season take a 3-1 fastball down the middle? Ever? You don't see it. Like he goes deep. If that game against Venezuela was a Tuesday game in May against the Colorado Rockies in Yankee Stadium, that's a home run 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Instead, he takes a middle fastball and then grounds out to Michael Garcia with the game on the line.
You know what I hate though? It's never like, man, I got to be better. It's always like, hey, they just made a great pitch. No. Yeah, no, they didn't. No, I got to be better. Forget all that.
And that's the thing. That's to me that separate. Like Harper is like, no, like I didn't do it. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't do it. I missed it. Like he had a situation in 2023 against the Diamondbacks where he could have won us the game in Game 6. He hit the ball 106 off the bat at like a 44-degree launch angle. Missed it by this much. He didn't say it was like, oh, it was a great. He was like, I missed it. He was like, the exit velo was great. I thought I hit the ball well. I just missed it. And it's like, that's on me. I got to be better. It's like, you hit the ball super hard. You just hit it right in the air. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? So,
and you can also see that Harper's still like even though when he was on that podcast when they said he wasn't elite, that hurt him because he wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he wants to still be considered elite. I mean, and I still think he's an elite first baseman. Like he's just not at the elite level that he was. He's still elite, just being Bryce Harper. You know what I mean?
Like, and that's the thing. It's not like he's like falling off and we're going by the name of the jersey.
Yeah, he's not just good.
He's a great player.
Like, yeah, he's top five first baseman for sure.
Yes, and
locked.
You said what?
Locked.
Oh yeah, locked.
Top five locked. Like you don't put him in 6 or nothing. There's nobody should have him in 6.
No, he is a top 5 first
worst.
It's Vladdy, Kurtz, it's Freddie, it's
Olsen,
and then.
But that's the toss up right there.
Yeah,
it's those two, and then Pete is right outside.
Yeah.
But
sometimes it varies from season to season. Certain guys have seasons better or whatever. Pete was great last year. He's better than Bryce last year. But like
What about
again,
Yandy?
what happened?
Yandy Diaz.
I like Yandy. I just don't. I like Yandy.
He's so tough to rank.
Yeah.
Because he could be right around that 300.
Yeah.
He just got no juice.
Put them big arms he got. He got no juice.
He has no power.
Yeah, I think he does it on purpose though.
Because bro will have like a league, like he'll be top in the league in XG though, and then like bottom of the league in homers.
Yeah, he hits the ball mad hard. He just hits on the ground, and yeah, he
hits it. He literally hits it where you're not, and he's never struck out 100 times too. That's pretty good.
Yandy?
Good. Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, 95 is the most
he's ever had. Do you think? Last topic of baseball before we go on to NBA. One of my favorite players. He's starting to become one of my favorite players. He was amazing this WBC. My favorite player is Vladdy. Everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. But one of the guys that I love watching hit, Junior Caminero. Do you think? Because people were talking about this on the road last year. Not in because mind you, they played at the Yankees spring training facility, right? The Yankees AAA stadium last year because their stadium was messed up due to the hurricane. They're going back to their stadium this year, right? On the road in big league stadiums, he hit 235, and didn't have as many homers. Like I think like 12 or 13 homers, close to 15 homers. Mind you, he hit 45. And at that stadium, he hit like 280 or whatever it was, 290.
Okay.
With another like with 30 plus homers. So he
at what stadium?
This was at home. They played at George Steinbrenner Stadium last year, which is the Yankees' AAA facility. But on the road, he only hit like 235, and his power numbers weren't really there. So people were talking about that. Does that concern you? Now he's going to be back in a big league stadium. But to me, it doesn't because he absolutely killed in Miami. So I don't, you know what I mean? Because most big leaguers would kill in AAA stadiums. Most.
I really don't think there's that big of a difference.
Right?
He was really good against righties.
I think he's just a great hitter. I just think he is.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. He batted 313 at home and 218 away.
218 away. Okay. Yeah, that's tough. That's a drastic difference right there.
Same amount of homers, just 20 less hits.
Okay. Does that not?
That is cause for concern.
That gives you cause for concern?
Not that he won't hit. It's Tropicana is like one of the worst ballparks to hit in because of the lighting issues, the indoor stuff, all that other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah. Most hitters, a lot of hitters that says they hate hitting there.
Yeah, no, and the catwalks in the field and whatnot.
Does that give you cause for a little bit of concern?
I think his bat speed will play.
Yeah, when you swing the bat that fast. I mean,
yeah, I think it'll be fine. I think because that was like his first. Is that his first full year playing?
Last year was his first like full season.
Yeah, like not his cup of coffee. Like that was actually because I think that was his first.
He was getting his foot in 2024. Like he came.
He's been playing since 23.
Oh well, he wasn't really.
Yeah, he only played 7 games in 20.
Okay, all right. Cool.
Then 43 games, 24, and then this last year,
like you know what I mean.
It was 150. So he's full-time big leagues now.
Yeah. And he's on the verge of getting a contract extension. He probably will get a contract.
I'm interested. I'm gonna keep an eye on it because that is an interesting because that's 313 and 218 is like that's 2 different players.
Yeah.
Like he's Ryan. I mean he's a Chris Davis, the white one, away, and then he's Miguel Cabrera at home.
On the right.
So
all right. Brennan, I'm gonna let you take this.
Oh wait, it was one more thing. Right? Where'd you have Albert versus where's your side on Albert versus Judge?
Guys, Albert Pujols versus Judge. The stats that Brennan, if you go look at our Instagram, if you go look at our TikTok, Brennan put out a video and he has the stats.
You got the picture?
I have the picture. I just to fit it on the screen. It won't fit on the screen. But but the top 10, so the first 10 seasons of Pujols versus the 10 seasons in Aaron Judge, it's not close.
It's not close.
Albert Pujols at his prime was a better hitter than Aaron Judge.
And so what people tried to do was shorten it and be like, okay, well, Judge has the top 3 seasons. That may be true.
Mm-hmm.
That may be true.
Yeah. And he probably,
however, 10 seasons versus 3 tops, I'll take the 10 seasons
of consistent dominance.
Yeah. Yes. I get Judge has the peak. Like he has the highest high, but he also has the lowest lows too. So I'd rather take the guy that's in the middle and does it nightly, night in, night out. Because like there's seasons where Judge is under 280. There's seasons where this is his first season over 330. So over 320, really, because 310 or something was his highest before that.
Mm-hmm. And so that was a year, by the way.
Right. So this is an anomaly. Now I never argue that Judge wasn't a better home run hitter. He is absolutely better home run hitter than
Pujols.
Albert Pujols. I can't deny that. Which really doesn't mean anything to me when I can get 10 straight seasons of 110 RBIs or more. Almost 200 hits, less than 100 strikeouts. Albert Pujols has never struck out more than 100 times. As bad as he played in the back half of his career.
Even with the Angels?
Yeah, no, he never.
Yeah, come on.
He never struck out 100 times. Entire career. So even at his very worst, he still could put the bat on the ball. Now, he had a lot of things going on in the back half of his career. He had the foot injury and then the knee injury. And then the foot was messing up the knee. So it was like, he could have played probably 3 or 4 more of those prime seasons if his feet didn't start betraying him. So, but that's part of life. But 10-year stretch is more than enough sample size to compare players. That's more than enough.
Also, you didn't mention the fact yet. Let's also compare. Albert Pujols played in St. Louis for 10 years. That is not a hitter-friendly ballpark.
Nope.
By any means of the imagination.
Nope.
If he played in Yankee Stadium, we'd be talking about different situations here.
That's what I'm saying. So
Albert
I agree.
Pujols did that for 10 seasons in one of the worst hitter ballparks. Like, no one has done that in St. Louis besides Mark McGwire.
Talk about it.
So, like, you guys also gotta take into account they play 81 games in these stadiums. That is a lot of baseball. It's a lot of plate appearances. Half of your season is played in stadiums. Mind you, that's one stadium. What about when you travel to other stadiums that aren't hitter friendly? What about when you travel to Seattle? When you go travel to Kansas City? When you go travel to Chicago?
Who's in their division?
Aren't. What happened?
Who's in their division?
Chicago, Milwaukee, and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's hitter friendly.
Those are all hitter friendly.
Not really for righties. Pittsburgh.
It's pretty neutral.
Sure. Chicago, depending on where the wind is.
Which one?
PNC, I don't think is hitter friendly for righties.
No, which Chicago?
Chicago Cubs.
It just depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Milwaukee's pretty neutral because it's inside, it's a dome. But then you look like, okay, you got to travel on the road to certain spots that isn't really hitter friendly. Before they did the renovations, Shea Stadium, when back in the day, wasn't hitter friendly at all. Mm-hmm. So he was hitting in New York, not hitter friendly. At the Vet, wasn't hitter friendly until Citizens Bank Park came. Now it's hitter friendly, right? Nationals Ballpark to me is pretty neutral all the way around, right? Atlanta, Turner Field wasn't hitter friendly. Turner Field was a deep ballpark. So like that's where he played a lot of his games in the National League. And we like Aaron Judge played.
And when you play in conference, they tend to try harder, like pitching their better players, all sorts like that.
Nationally, and then for Aaron Judge, okay, he's playing in a thing with the Boston, which is the Green Monsters right there. You're playing in Baltimore before the renovations, which
actually was hard. It was hard. That was not nice.
Baltimore? Before the renovation?
Oh, before they moved the wall back. Okay, yeah. Well, but he
Yeah.
didn't play too much.
When did they move the wall? 2 years ago?
No, it's been a while.
Nah, I think it's been
Right?
like 2 years when they did the renovations, bro. And then they did.
Well, I mean, Judge has only been around since
back up.
17. Nah, it ain't. I don't know if it's 24. I think they did that. I thought they did like 21, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh,
I
maybe.
could be wrong.
Okay. But still, but still, we're like, think about it.
But Baltimore was historically bad at pitching, though.
Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, their best pitcher for years was John Means.
Bro, Pujols was facing some dogs.
Yeah. So the other person they mentioned, and I'll be done after this, is Miggy. And I was saying like Miggy also is the same as Albert, where it's like more consistent from basically 04 to 16. It's pretty much 320, 315, 318, 328, 331, 335, 334, 284. 290 something. 310, 315, like all the way from 04 to 90 till it's 2016. So there's another 12-year stretch of just absolute consistency. And yeah, he doesn't have the power that Judge has, but I was telling him, like, look at his division ballparks that he's playing in. Comerica, the Guardian Stadium is not nice. The Twin Stadium is nice if you pull
Kansas City.
And Kansas City. Those are his 4 ballparks that he plays in
the most
against, and then you got to think about at the Kansas City we see now is not what they were like. That's like three-time champions in that stretch of like 04 to 16. They won a 2 or 3.
They won. No, they won 1. They
won 1.
They only won 1. They went twice.
Okay, they went twice. Okay, because so like. That's not the Kansas City that we see now. Like they were good. Greinke and all them were there. Yeah, so they were tough. And what's that? The closer they used to have? It's not Hoffman, is it? No, what is it? The closer.
Not Hoffman. Shoot, forgot his name.
Yeah, me too. Was it Harvey?
Not Matt Harvey. No.
No, I know not Matt Harvey.
Yes, I do know. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yes. Dang it. He ended up being trash after a few years. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yes.
Dang it.
And Wade Davis. They had Wade Davis. They had Rich Hill at the time when he was good. They had dudes, bro.
Yordan Ventura.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm good on that though.
Yeah, I just think like I think people are going about recency bias, and we and you saw Pujols at his best when we were young, like 2008, 2009, bro. It was just like, what?
People don't realize that the biggest thing is like he don't miss.
No,
it's not even what he hits; it's that he doesn't miss. So like Judge, like you can be like, okay, like we can attack him up and in. Like there's things you can do.
There's holes.
To kind of, you have a chance.
There's no holes with
it. It felt like, you threw it up and in, twang.
Yeah.
You do it low and away, twang.
Mind you, because the thing is with Pujols too, like he already, like based off the pitcher he already knew how you were going to attack him, so he's just ready for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And he had an iconic batting stance, all that, bro.
Yeah, and talk about clutch factor. He was clutch.
319 in the postseason.
He's
basically the same player as he was in the regular season. So it's like, bro, I don't really think it's that close.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah. Now, Judge, Hall of Famer, one of the best right-handed
hitters. Hall of Famer, one of the best. Top 5, 100%. I got Hank first.
Okay.
Albert, A-Rod.
Manny,
Judge.
Over Miggy?
Over Miggy.
Okay. All right.
It's close though.
Yeah.
But Miggy. I just think Judge's raw powers is enough.
A little bit. Got you. But we're going to quickly move on to this next segment.
Don't forget to like and comment. Comment down below if you think Judge or
Pujols.
Well, anyway, just rate my list. Rate my list. What you think?
Oh, Brendan, take it away for this last segment.
So, I've been seeing this argument. Well, not argument. Well, there's 2 things. Okay. The first one, I'd like to congratulate Russell Westbrook on passing Steve Nash to be the 5th all-time passer in NBA history. And that's where it stops. Because I got people telling me that Russell Westbrook is a Mount Rushmore point guard. Have you lost your mind? Now, listen, is Russell Westbrook a Hall of Famer? Absolutely. No question about it. I have no doubts in my mind. Is he a Mount Rushmore point guard? Absolutely not. Where does he rank for me? Closer to 7, 8. Now, I want you to know why this sounds crazy. Russell Westbrook has the most points for a point guard. Has the most rebounds for a point guard. Most triple doubles for anybody. 5th most passing. And he's first in the first in the category of amongst point guards. That's very, very, very important to know. What category is that?
Turnovers.
Man, that dude will hand you the ball. And the worst part is, it's not just he'll hand it to you. He just shoot it and it's a turnover. If you shoot it from anywhere outside of 3 feet. Now, Russell Westbrook, like from 08 to like 15, 14, somewhere in there. Mid-range game, deadly. After that, buns. He can't shoot threes. He can't shoot mid-range shots. He can barely finish it these days. These days, he can barely finish. So, I like Russell Westbrook. I think he's a great player. I love his motor. I love the way he plays the game. But his IQ, his lack of IQ, I should say, and his inability to realize situational awareness hurts him. He's just a glorified, like a really, really high stat pattern. Because I seen him go to Washington and then Chris Paul come in and fill in, and that OKC team, they thought that team was going to be horrible. And they made a playoff run with Chris CP3. And this is way out of his prime CP3. I mean, no, I'm sorry. He didn't go to the Wizards. He went to Houston to play with James Harden. And then he sold him. Anyway, so it's like.
You can't really say he sold him. James Harden be selling himself.
No, nah. We can get into that one of these days. We will get into that. But no, listen. So I love Russell Westbrook. I think he's a great point guard. I would take, in no particular order, Kidd, Magic, CP3, Nash, Isaiah Thomas, Curry.
That's already 7.
That's 6.
That's 6.
Oscar Robinson.
And
then
no, I'm not taking Oscar Robinson.
Why are you not taking Oscar?
I don't even want to take him over Kidd, bro.
Okay, wait, hold on. So you would rather have Russell over Kidd? Now keep in mind, Kidd led 2 teams. Those New Jersey Nets teams, they're not supposed to be in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
They were defensive oriented because Kidd is already the better defender because I think Kidd is also top like 5 in steals.
Where is Penny Hardaway?
He didn't have a long enough career. He can't even be considered.
Where's Kyrie?
So okay, hold on. Let me read you Oscar Robinson's numbers. You tell me why you can't take this. 26 points, 25-7. I'll just do it all right. 7.5, 9.5.
What years were this?
60 to 74. But hey, listen, so
I'm not taking him over Russ, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you have to do it when you're doing this kind of thing. You have to do it relative to the time. Right? It's not fair to be like
do it relative to the time when you was playing against me and you. I'm not doing it.
Right, stop hating,
Brendan. I can't do it.
Okay, but this is a greater argument, not a better argument. If you want to say Russell Westbrook is better at basketball than him, sure.
Greater though, when
is he greater? That's where you have to make your discernment. Is he better at basketball? Sure, you might got me. You might got me there. No contest. Is Russell Westbrook better than Dame Lillard? No, right?
I prefer Dame Lillard.
Is he better than him though? Do you think Russell Westbrook is better than Dame Lillard?
No.
So that's 7 point guards right there. Even if you want to take Oscar out, he's still 7.
What about Kyrie?
Nah, he's better than Kyrie. He's better than Kyrie. I'm sorry. That's not that close.
At what?
That's not that close. I would consider Kyrie more of a 2 anyway. Okay. I would also consider Steph more of a 2, but he's by nature his position. He's a 1. He's a 1. He has to be a 1. But like you can already name. So that tells me how much you value the stats that he put up because it led to nothing. He's a great. And here's the thing. He is. If Bron was 6'3", that's what he looked like. Because he is a great floor raiser.
Yeah.
But he's not the ceiling raiser that you need him to be. You know what I mean? What about I think you probably take him, but Gary Payton, you probably take Russ still.
I love Gary Payton, but I'll take Russ.
Yeah, I would too. I think so too. I think I would too.
As a defender, I'm taking Gary Payton every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
Yeah, of course. But my thing is like, yeah, so I'm thinking Russ is at best 7.
A lot of people disagree with you about Kidd.
I'm okay with them disagreeing with me, but tell me how. Tell me how he's better. Remember, I mean,
greater. You mean?
I'm sorry, greater because like Nash is an all-time point guard. He took 2 MVPs. He already had 2 MVPs, 1 from Shaq. He's led one of the greatest offenses without a star offensive player. Mm-hmm. He did it. So Amari Stoudemire played the year before. They won 56 games. Amari Stoudemire didn't play a single game the next season. They won 60 games. So you actually lost your second best offensive player. Now, obviously, Boris Diaw, Leandro Barbosa, Sean Marion, these guys are fantastic offensive players. I'm not saying, but you lost your best offensive player, and you got 4 games better. And they took Kobe and them to actually, I think they beat Kobe and them. They beat Kobe.
Lakers, yeah.
Yeah, because they walked them down 3-1. Kobe was up 3-1, and they walked them down. Now, Kobe did that on purpose, which is messed up. But
don't remind me.
So, and then Jason Kidd is a better defender. He's a better passer, better play processor. Even in his older age, he was still valuable to a team that won a championship.
When you say better, like when a guy has led the NBA in triple doubles 4 times, like I average a triple double for 4 seasons and has the most triple doubles of any player as a point guard ever.
Yeah,
that's that.
But it was very Bam-esque. They were boxing out and letting him get the rebounds.
I'm not going to disagree with you there. Okay?
I'm not saying that was all his rebounds, but I'm also saying like he was sacrificing wins to do. I mean, so like he would leave his defender a step, a few seconds too early, and if he didn't get the rebound, they kicked it out 3. Like those teams are going like 48 and 43 on the season. Like it's not like they were out here going 60 wins, 65 wins. He wasn't Shai.
Yeah, but
like in terms of impact,
what other like star was he playing with?
Paul George.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about saying that's a good version of Paul George too.
You know how I feel about Paul.
I know how you feel about Paul George, but then but let's look at his career after that. So now Russell Westbrook is no longer the lead dog, so he goes and plays with James Harden. Now they got to trade their center because Russell Westbrook can't shoot. So we had to, and I say we because I was a James Harden fan and a Rockets fan at the time. And I am now, but I wasn't then. We had to trade Clint Capella, which really hurt us against Golden State because Russell Westbrook and him could not coexist together because, I know, and I like Capella, but they couldn't coincide with each other because Russell Westbrook needed the lane clear to dunk. So you got to like gut your team out. So then, we're like, okay, bro, that's enough. So we give him to Washington. He goes, he led the league in assists, and Bradley Beal led in points. Right? But they went like 500. Then he comes back, goes to the Clippers. No, he comes to the Lakers, right? Yeah. Comes to the Lakers. Yeah, the story is there. They were like, bro, this guy stinks. He can't help Russell Westbrook, all that stuff.
Was bad. That Lakers
we've never heard them talk about a superstar like that.
But you also
because all the athleticism was gone, and now it was how do you process the court? And we started to see the turnovers and the shooting be a real big issue.
He's playing off the ball when LeBron James is on the court. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's already a tough thing to deal with. You got to play off the ball and you're playing with LeBron. That's a tough deal.
Yeah,
So I mean that's fair. I'm not disputing that. But then he goes to LA, the Clippers, plays with
And he plays
Kawhi,
well.
and he played well. He played well
Yeah.
for what he was doing, and he was still
Sure.
turning the ball over 4 times a game. On a limited role too, by the way. Goes to
Yeah.
Denver, plays decent, but they even got to get rid of him. It's like at some point they're telling you like you can put up stats, but you're not valuable. Now he's playing for Sacramento. The stats look decent, but yet you're like, well, Sacramento's one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, thanks. Like, it's like,
Okay, so Mount Rushmore. Who's your Mount Rushmore then?
So I had Isaiah Thomas.
The argument that how it all started was, is he a Mount Rushmore point guard? Which I don't.
Yeah,
think
that's the point. So,
but I think he is. I think he's better than what you're giving him credit for.
I don't. You think he's better than 8? Okay. How many players could you name better? How many teams would you rather have?
How many what?
How many teams? I mean, how many points
players
would you rather have leading your championship team?
Steph, Isaiah Thomas, Magic on my top are 3 for sure.
Okay, 3 for sure. So now you're getting like Kidd, Stockton. Oh, I forgot about Stockton. Yeah, give me Stockton too. And CP3. I didn't even name him. Yeah, so he might be like.
You got him over CP3.
I got CP3. Yeah, yeah. For sure. He's a ceiling raiser. Okay, I want you to think about this.
I'm seeing what your argument is that he's going to give you a lot of stats that just don't amount to wins. And you rather
it is not even that. Because, okay, in games that he has a triple-double, they win like 70% of them. I think I looked it up. So it's like more than 70%. Mm-hmm. So it's not that the stats don't lead to the wins. It's that the inconsistency of the other thing. So he has really poor shooting nights, but he might have a triple-double. Or he has really poor turnovers. Like maybe you have 8. He has 11 assists. That's not impressive to me. Like, that's quantity over quality. So he has a quantity of passes, you're going to get more assists versus he doesn't have a quality of passes, which means like hitting shooters in pockets, throwing passes before they're open. Like Jokić, even LeBron has like because LeBron's number 2 all time. Oh no, he's number 1 all time in turnovers. So I mean they're the same style of player. Even LeBron will throw people open though. So that's why I know his court processing is at least good. But like Russell Westbrook is a reactionary passer. So he drives into the paint and he's going to score and he's like, oh, I gotta get this off. And that's why he gets so many passes, because he doesn't see it happen before he reacts. So if he's a little bit late on his reaction, he drops the ball, he throws it to the other team, all sorts of stuff. And then the boneheaded clutch stuff, like just bad plays, bad shots, not giving KD the ball. Ran him out of that's insane. Ran him out. See, that's what I'm saying. But like these other point guards, you don't have to worry about that. Like Karl Malone flourished with John Stockton. Chris Paul made everybody better. Steve Nash made Stoudemire, made Boris Diaw, made Leandro Barbosa look better. Or I mean, they're good players. Though. I'm again, when I say that, I'm not trying to say that they're bad. I'm just saying look better than they are. Jason Kidd took a defensive-oriented team, gave it an identity about offense. Gave them, fed VC, fed Richard Jefferson, fed Kenyon Martin, fed Alonzo Mourning, all these people that they had on their team. I hate Vucevic. One of those. No, it wasn't Vucevic. It was Vlade Divac. Maybe it's Divac. Okay. It's one of those Russian, whatever now sounded name. But he was a beast though. He was cool. I already said Stockton, Chris Paul, yeah. Obviously, what Steph's done for, the 4 championships, 2 MVPs, 1 unanimous. Like, so we don't have to worry about him. Magic Johnson turned the Lakers when he got there. They weren't the Lakers.
They
hadn't been that version of the Lakers in years. Yeah. And then he got there. Kareem went out, and he, his rookie year, was able to step in and win the NBA. So like you got people who are like they show winning, They have better winning. They have less turnovers. They have more assists. Like John Stockton has 2 untouchable records. No one will ever pass him in steals. No one will ever pass him in assists. Never. You'll never see that because it's so out there. Like you have to have 20 years of 10 assists or more to get to John Stockton or more. Like no one's gonna touch that. And then the steals is it's like 2.5 a game for like 15, like 20 years or something like that. Like it's stupid. So like he has 2 untouchable records. I gotta have him in the top 5, top 4, right? So then that leaves. I mean, Russell Westbrook sitting somewhere in that 5, 6, 7. And I don't think he's better than Damian Lillard. And I actually seen them matched up pretty evenly. Teams. Portland wiped them 4-1, and he shot it. And I wouldn't even consider Dame like it's gonna be crazy, man. I don't consider Dame like this overly clutch player. I think he has clutch moments, but in like closeout games, he's not very good. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Games where you need him to be like, because him and CJ had that same narrative about them, where it was like they just don't come through when you need them the most. Because that Portland team was better, but they needed one more person. They needed KD. KD was supposed to go to Portland, but he decided not to, for whatever reason. So it's just like I love Russell Westbrook, but I don't want to overrate him. I don't want to have him in this Mount Rushmore. I don't want to have him in this top 5 conversation. He is a 8 to 10 point guard of all time. And I think that's fair. And that's a great place to be. I think that still keeps him in the top 75, right? He's in the top 75, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. So yeah, that keeps him in the top 75. So like, fine. That's cool. That's where you belong. Stay right there. But don't be trying to venture out. Like he better than Tony Parker. So it's not about just championships. He's better than Tony Parker. I wouldn't dispute that. You know what I mean? Like he's better than some of the players that like he's better than Mark Price. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry, not Mark Price. Mark Jackson.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Mark Jackson's like, I think he's 6th. Oh, he passed Mark Jackson again. So no, he passed Steve Nash.
He passed Steve Nash this last one.
Yeah. Okay. So Mark Jackson's 6. Steve Nash was 5, and now yeah. So now they move back 1. Yeah. So it's like he's better than Mark Jackson. I ain't stupid, right? But I'm not gonna use Mark Jackson having more assists than Magic to say that Magic is. I mean, Mark Jackson's a better passer than Magic. Crazy, right? Especially when you go to the assist to turnover ratio. So what's more important to you? Would you rather have 8 assists, 4.5 turnovers, or 6 assists, 3 turnovers?
I don't ever want to give my team, the other team, an extra couple possessions.
Right. I agree with that. I'm saying so. Basically, looking at this 2-to-1 or 1.5 to 1.
2-to-1
turnover assist ratio.
2-to-1.
What if the volume on the 1.5 is more? So let's say you get to 11 and 7, 11 and 6.5 versus maybe 7 and 3, 7 and 3.5.
I think 7 and 3 would translate to more winning.
I agree with you because look, that's basically what Shai does.
How many points am I scoring?
Oh yeah, that's fair. You can get into that. I think Russell Westbrook is the leading in points for point guards. I think he leads in points.
Yeah.
I think he leads in points.
Look, I like you taking over the basketball segment because obviously like I said, we're not saying that Russell Westbrook is not a Hall of Famer because he is very much so. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Well, it depends.
I've always been a fan of Russ because I love how he plays the game. Like you're always gonna know what you get from him. He's gonna play hard from whistle to whistle. He's very.
He just might play too hard.
Maybe and
he's a Tasmanian devil, like literally.
And certain teams, most teams just don't fit him in certain. Like if you have other superstars with him that are ball dominant, it's just probably not good for him to play with them because look how hard it is for him to find a job. Yeah, and he played some of his best ball with Jokić. You know what I mean? Like Jokić just
they didn't want him,
and and it's just like because, like you said, had he been a very good shooter, now we could be like, all right, he could do other things, and he don't have to be on the ball. But him playing off the ball is not ideal to anything because he just can't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, for example, Amen Thompson. You've been watching. You watch a little bit. So Amen Thompson is a point guard for the Rockets right now, or one of them. I like Reed Shepherd better at the point, but whatever. Amen Thompson is 6'7". Now he can't shoot either, but he's 6'7". So you can do other things. Like he can play the dunker spot, but you can't put a 6'3" point guard in the dunker spot. And expect to be winning games like that.
He also is like in his prime, Russ was like the most explosive point guard ever.
Oh, 100%. What? Okay. John Wall or Russ Westbrook?
I got a soft spot for John Wall, bro. I love
Me
John
too.
Wall. John Wall was my guy. As far as
16-9 though. 16-9.
I like John Wall's game over Russ. Russ is more explosive though.
Yeah, of course.
Like
but
I just
like what you just said. Yeah. I think if John Wall had a more extended, because that's okay. So he averaged 19-9 for his career.
Mm-hmm.
That's John Wall.
Mm-hmm.
I liked I was just gonna say it. Oh, just lost it. Not Rose. There was one more. What do you think about Fox versus Russ?
No, I got Russ.
No. Of course you do. But I'm saying, think about their style.
Oh, I like De'Aaron Fox. There's a lot of guys' style I like over Russ.
So that's 21-4-6.
There's a lot of guys' style of basketball I like more. It's just I was a fan of him because of his motor, because of his energy, because of if I go to a game, I'm seeing Russ today. Like I'm
right.
you know what I mean? He's not gonna sit. He's gonna be competitive. He's not friends with the other team. Like he can't stand you if you're not wearing the same jersey. And I love that. I love the competitive nature about him. And those 4 seasons in Oklahoma City when KD left was like entertaining, to say that. Like they were very entertaining to watch because he's getting a triple-double every single game. Like he's getting those, like the passes were great. Like he had a lot of game winners. He was averaging however many points. Like he played great. It's just they didn't win. Russ. But yeah, I can't disagree.
He's the Marshawn of the NBA.
Big Marshawn guy though.
Yeah, one of the best. He's the beast mode of the NBA.
That's a good analogy. But yeah, I mean, we can wrap this up in a little bit. But yeah, it's just, dude, it's so hard. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion. Everybody got bias, with certain players, and they got soft spot for certain players. And they're like, they think sometimes when we talk, they're like, "You saying he sucks?" It's like that's not what I'm saying at all. It's just like we have to take the argument in its totality of what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Say what you like. We're saying that Mount Rushmore, no. We're saying Hall of Famer, yes. When it comes to the Aaron Judge and Albert Pujols thing, we never said Aaron Judge sucks. He just not Albert Pujols. Like, you know what I mean? This, like, did we say Bryce Harper was a better hitter than Judge? No. We just saying he's more clutch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you got to take the argument and based off of the argument, listen to what we're saying. Never once said any of these dudes stink. Like, we never once. It's just, take the argument is what it is. And certain guys, just like I prefer certain guys based off of the arguments. Now, if we're talking about better, we're talking about, all around. Yeah, we're like, all right, maybe this guy is better. But when we talk about in certain moments and certain statistics, yeah, we'll rather have this guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we evaluate certain players. And all these players are great in their own right. They're all great in their own specific right. But when we're talking about greatness to me counts for winning. You have to be, in order to be great, you have to win. You have to be conducive to winning. Like, not better. Like, I think Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady. I don't think he is greater than Tom Brady. Like, I think Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady. It's close, but he's not greater because of the accomplishments that Tom Brady has had. And, like, that's great. Like, Michael Jordan, greatness accounts to the overall factor of 6 championships and 6 tries, 6 finals MVPs. All the clutch factor and the longevity could tend to mean better. And I know you're not one to say LeBron is even a better basketball player than Michael Jordan is, but there's a lot of people that have that argument that he is better all around than Michael Jordan is. But Michael Jordan is just a greater basketball player because of the winning goals. You know what I mean? And it's just, people have the different arguments, and we're saying that, like a certain guy can be better. It doesn't mean he's greater than this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you're right.
Just what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to say Russell Westbrook is better at basketball, sure. Maybe statistically you have a point. But when you're talking about Mount Rushmore, you need to be the greatest, greater. So we got 5 rings up there. We got 3 rings up there. We got 4 rings up there. And then we got 2 unbeatable records.
Russ, what about Nash or Billups?
Billups, heck no. He needs to stay where he at. Him and Tory Lanez are cellmates.
Tory Lanez, Terry Rozier.
No, Tory Rozier's out. He's back on NBA.
Is he?
You didn't know that?
No, where he at?
So basically, they couldn't prove his part.
What?
So he's back in the NBA.
Where's he playing at? Oh, expected to waive Terry Rozier before the playoffs. Okay. They're gonna cut him, but he's still with the Heat. Okay.
Yeah, you can't do nothing with him because they still owe him that money because since he's not actually it's like the one dude's coming back, right? For the Guardians?
Clase?
Not Clase.
The other guy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Clase is done.
I thought he was coming back because they technically couldn't like prove that he did it on purpose. So
yeah, they said there was I just saw the thing yesterday. We can wrap with this. We talking about Aaron Judge, right? I just thought it was like, yo, y'all gotta be honest here. You know, Aaron Judge's best moment was against a guy who was actually trying to throw games. It was against Clase. Yeah. It was like his best playoff moment was against a guy that was trying to lose. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
He probably was like,
it was like, yo, later, I give you fastball later. I give you fastball.
Yeah. Okay. And then my last thing.
Okay.
Last thing. I was listening to a podcast, Player's Choice. We'll do this in 9 minutes or less. So that's probably my favorite podcast to listen to is Player's Choice.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they were arguing. LeBron was better defender than Kawhi Leonard. Is there any version of LeBron James that is a better defender than Pete Kawhi?
Their argument that he was better defender?
Yeah, he was better. Like, he's a better defender. I hate the versatile argument for LeBron. It's a horrible argument because number one, he cannot guard a 5 and he cannot guard a true 1. We know this for sure. He can't navigate screens. So if you get him in a PNR, he's just going to switch. That's not guarding somebody. When you guard a 5, like, for example, we had Orlando. When we played Orlando, Dwight Howard ate us alive. LeBron, you can guard 1 through 5, then go guard him. He didn't want to touch him, right? So it's not the ability. Like, yes, he can guard somebody in a game or two. I mean, not a game or two, in a series or two, but he cannot sit there and guard Tim Duncan for a playoff series and then clamp them up and make you lose the game. The other thing is they were saying that LeBron takes the toughest assignments or he was taking fades. Absolutely not. Oh my God, he wasn't. He was doing the exact opposite. He was letting everybody else and their mama guard the other team's best player. And then he would take him in the fourth with 3 minutes left.
Where were they coming up with in what world is LeBron better defender than Kawhi?
That's what I was saying, but that was cooking me. They were like, yeah, he's versatile, he's strength. He took D Rose. I was like, yeah, D Rose is probably one of the easiest point guards to guard because he couldn't shoot for real. And so basically all you had to do was sit back and let him drive, and then you can meet him at the rim. And I'm 6'9", right? Now I'm quick. And LeBron's not quick. Like, it's not like he's quick. He's fast. He's not quick. So like side to side shuffles, no. And so like my thing was, and I'm not hating on LeBron. LeBron he's a good defender because of his help side defense and the chase down blocks. But that was like 90% of his defense was like help side chase down blocks. That's it. Like, you're talking about like nobody was like, oh bro, like for example, Kawhi, they used to take your star player and say, go stand in the corner while we run our offense, because if they put you on him, if they put him on you, it's wraps for you. You're not getting nothing. LeBron didn't want nothing to do with Kawhi when they played in the finals. I mean, there's just no argument that I can listen to and be like, yeah, you're right.
Wow,
like, okay, one of their arguments was LeBron took Paul Pierce. I said, didn't Paul Pierce average like 35? Like, he didn't take anything. You're right. He took Paul Pierce. He didn't guard him because like, and then Paul Pierce had 41 to end the series. So it's like, bro, like, I don't think you want to mention that. I don't think you want to talk about how he took Paul Pierce because that's not a good look. Or and they were like, he was taking D Rose, and I was like, yeah, he took D Rose like the last 3 minutes of the game, but they don't want to talk about Jimmy Butler and how Jimmy Butler had one of the best finals performance in 2020, even though it was the bubble. And then they were like, well, he took Jamal Murray in 2020. I'm like, bro, Jamal Murray, really? Now, is Jamal Murray good? Really good? Yes. But let's not sit here and be like LeBron was just sitting in the chair following Jamal Murray around. And then they were like, yeah, he guarded Jokic too. Like, yeah. And Jokic averaged like what, 28 and 10 and 10 on 60% shooting. Like, is that really taking somebody? Like, you might be standing there, but you just
stood there.
Free.
Yeah.
You free. Then
I've never talked about like argument before. I've never.
Bro, but that was what was so crazy about it was everybody knows LeBron is a help side defender. He's a great help side defender. I get that. That's a valuable skill. But to sit here and be like Kawhi Leonard, who's a 2-time defensive player of the year, you're saying that there was any version of LeBron that was better than him.
Unanimously known as one of the best defensive players ever. Like, well, unanimously known as one of the best defensive players.
Bro, people don't want to be guarded by him, like at all. At all.
Yeah.
Like he could take Giannis. He took because he took Giannis in that one. He had some possessions against Embiid. When they played in that series.
Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I meant to say. Butler, not Embiid. But Jimmy Butler.
Ben Simmons, which not really, for Ben Simmons. I know.
Listen, you put LeBron. Oh, let me get just do your own research. Check this out. I want y'all to go back, watch the overtime of LeBron's 50-point game in 2018 in the finals. I want you to see who he was guarding. You want me to tell you? Draymond Green. Now, I didn't freeze. I didn't stutter. It's Draymond Green. Probably their 4th best offensive player on the team. And we got our somebody who's supposed to be a good defender. Come on now, he's ducking fades. He's ducking. He's been ducking. The only reason he guarded Paul Pierce in the Boston series is because who else is he gonna guard? You gonna guard KG? Nope, fried. Is he gonna guard Ray Allen? He's about to run around screens with Ray Allen? Nope. Is he gonna guard Rondo? Maybe. He probably could have did that. But then now you got to put Mo Williams on Ray Allen or Paul Pierce. Now they're getting fried. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then they were talking about like he guarded Melo. It was like not he was there. He was in the vicinity of Melo when he shot it and made it over. But Melo gives Bron buckets, and that goes back to rookie year because they actually stole Melo's rookie of the year. It should have been Melo's. If you look at the stats, Melo edges him out and everything but the assist, and then the Nuggets won 50 games that year, bro. You got to give it to that guy. But it was a narrative that they had to give LeBron a thing and whatever. So because he's supposed to be the whatever to Jordan. Anyway, so I thought that was such a disingenuous argument. They were acting like LeBron was like this lockdown defender. Like LeBron is in his peak, isn't a good defender, but he's not like this lockdown player where teams are like, bro, we're scared. Like he was a roamer. He's a good roamer and a chase down artist. And that's the extent of like clamps defense that he has. Like, and then you see it like, you can see it like his feet are slow. He gets broke a lot. He has great recovery speed though. That is one thing. I mean, that helps being 6'9", but great recovery speed. But like he's not sitting in that chair. He's not doing none of that. So I thought that was crazy. So do you think what do you think? Do you think it's close? Do you think it's
no? Kawhi is far and away a better defender than LeBron.
You think LeBron really can guard fives? Like, let's say like you put a 5 out there that's like Hakeem or David Robinson. Like you know why they keep saying that? Because the 5s nowadays are not the 5s that we had. He's not doing nothing with Hakeem, nothing with David Robinson, nothing with Shaq. He can't do nothing with them. But they'll say he can guard a 5 because he can guard Tiago Splitter or Tyson Chandler. Come on, man.
We're going, bro. One day, soon we're gonna get.
Hey, since he's the greatest defender ever in 2011, take dirt. Where you at? Why you ain't take dirt? I thought you were the greatest defender ever. You can guard 1 through 7.
We go, yo. People are gonna tune in for that LeBron debate that we're gonna have soon. Like
I can't wait. Mark Jack, Jordan. I'm calling all y'all out.
Well, no, Jordan's a.
He gonna get it anyway. I don't care if he want it or not want it. It's Diddy over here, man.
But all right, man, we're gonna wrap up there.
Diddy over here, man. You gonna get it if you don't want, even if you don't want it.
That's crazy. You gonna get us demonetized on here.
Just call me Puff Daddy's Bowler.
That's crazy. Hey man, appreciate you guys for tuning in on this one. MLB season starts next week on Wednesday night.
Hey, I can't wait, bro. I'm so excited. Okay? One thing. Who's a player you're most excited to see? Take a step. So not none of the great players. Take another step. No junior.
Okay.
Is it Anthony? Is it Griffin? Is it can O'Neal Cruz take another step? Who could take another step for you?
My player. My player I'm most excited to see this year. I don't know if this is cheap to say. Roman Anthony.
Man, he ain't gonna take another step. But that's cool though, because he is gonna be really good this year. Or he's gonna be really good or really bad. I don't think there's in between for him.
Let me speak for my own team then. I'm most excited to see Justin Crawford. I knew
you were gonna say that. I've been sending you clips of him. I like him. He
took a 98-mile-an-hour Terry Scuba sinker in on.
I was about to say it was Scuba too.
I was like, I don't know. I might have been wrong.
Mine, Cam Smith.
You love this guy, man.
I love Cam Smith.
Oh yeah, Tuesday stream. Hopefully
Luis
Tuesday
Robert.
we're gonna get into who? Luis Robert.
And Luis Robert. I think he's gonna come back and he's gonna be actually nice.
Bet. We're gonna get into who our MVP picks, Cy Young, and Rookie of the Year picks will be.
It's time, baby.
So we're gonna get
time. Hey,
so,
B3 predictions, baby. Coming to you.
Let's see if we're right this time around. See you guys next time on the stream, man.
Just pick Judge and Shohei, and you can't be wrong on the MVPs.
And we're not doing those are the last. We're not anybody but those two guys we're picking. We're not doing that. See you guys next time.
Ski!